You like gaming? I am Vox, and we're just gonna go ahead, run into the hinterlands, and go get Blackwall. So, looks like the Upper Lake camp. Yeah, I remember now. So we're gonna bring in Cassandra, Solus, and I want to bring in Sarah, to be honest. But Varric does have an amulet of power thing, so he must have got it off of one of our operations. So we'll just bring Varric in with us for now. I do like the artwork they put on for the loading screens. Alright, so Varric, I need you to put on this here amulet of power. And then it looks like we need Solus. You need to wear this amulet of willpower. And then I need to put Token of the Packmaster back on, because the Mercy Crest I don't think actually does anything for us. No. Although this is probably better for Sarah. I think Sundering is better for rogues. I can't remember. But yeah, we'll just use it. Anyway, so Varric, let's go ahead and get you leveled up here. What do we want to give you? Okay, we definitely want to give you easy to miss for now. And then after that, ambush, no. Mercy killing, when their hearts are in the fight, it's almost too easy. Attacks on panicked or sleeping enemies are automatically critical hits. Man, that's kind of cool with knockout powder, but I ain't gonna bother with that right now. For now, we're just gonna keep upgrading archery. Probably, I kind of want to get Eagle Eye. It sounds like it'll do a lot of damage if we remember to, keep him at a distance. So, let's go talk to Blackwall. He's gonna be on top of the lake here. Also, let's check. While we're here, we might actually head back down into where the mages and Templars are really fighting and try and take out the mage and Templar strongholds. I don't quite recall if that helps. I think it like quiets the area down. Like, there'll be a lot less. We're also gonna go see if that Druffalo quest is not glitched out anymore. It was kind of weird. I don't know if it was because the wolves were there or what, but the Druffalo just got like halfway to the pen and then just wasn't following us anymore. And then there's these wolves that were like not aggro at all. What is that on our map? I don't know what that is, but we're gonna head down there here soon enough. But let's get to the top of this, over to the lake. Lots of stuff to do here. I also think behind that waterfall there's like an ancient dwarven ruin or something like that. I think it has something to do with the map we found earlier. It's been a long time. I don't know if I really want to focus on that. What I really need to do is get more like medals and whatnot. Alright, so we can turn that in now. Let's claim this spot. I'm not going to try reading the saga, like I said in a previous episode or video. I have a hard time reading like sagas epics, what have you. So don't know what that indicator on our map is. You might have to go check that out after we talk to Blackwall. Hello, Blackwall.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said ah?
Nice.
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come.
Alright, first of all, let's give all of us a barrier, and then I'm going to make sure Varric is far enough away. That looks like 25 meters, right? Alright, let's get back in the fight. Yeah, they didn't stand a chance.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves.
This should have been the first sign, the first time I played this, to realize he's not an actual
Why do you know my name? Who are you?
Grey Warden.
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Not here to accuse, not yet. I just need information.
Yeah, see, he's like very clearly not a warden.
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me.
Very admirable.
Wardens can inspire, make you better than you think you are.
There's no point in asking, but...
Do you have any idea where the other wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt? That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
Alright. Go ahead and join.
Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear.
Even though you are a
Need to know what's
liar.
going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Alright, we're not going to take him with us, though. So, we're just going to get what I'm basically going to have my dream team to be. Which is going to be Cassandra, Solus, and Sarah. Because Sarah will get very, very powerful the way we plan on building her. Which is basically what my most powerful build ever was. We'll take the mosaic piece, but I doubt we'll ever find them all. Came very close on one of my playthroughs collecting all of them, but... Alright, I want to go see what this marker on our map is. And then I want to take care of these mages and Templars down here. I'm wondering if this is what the marker is. Did we level up? Oh, we did level up. Let's put a point in here. We're just going to keep going down the Vanguard route. Probably cutting words for now, right? Yeah, I just really want all the passives. And then trust the steel. Taking portion of the damage. Don't know if we'll do that one. Feel like I usually, the more foes nearby, the harder you fight and the tougher you get. Yeah. Yeah, Livid is pretty good if I remember correctly. And then after that, we can start going down the sword and shield, or the two-handed route some more. I think I like lightning jab. Stand ready to deflect the next incoming strike, and then boom. Deuces the cooldown. I remember that was good. Feel like this was good. Your great blow tears open the ground with a shockwave. Yeah, that's like an AoE. I can't remember ever liking Whirlwind, though. I feel like I'd never liked Whirlwind. Might be good with, like, the hammers, but... I don't know. If I'm gonna be using, like, the great swords, which already has an AoE on the basic attack, it seems a little unnecessary. Alright, let's go ahead. Command Solus here. Okay, she's got that. Go. Where's this mage at anyways? Okay. Still have no idea what this marker is. And it's not popping up on my map. Oh, yes it is. Okay, so yeah, it's just for the main quest. It's just reminding us that we gotta go to Redcliffe to talk to the mages. Well, let's get rid of the Templar stronghold here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over there in time as Cassandra. Play as my dude. Sarah's not doing so well. Oh, Jesus. Cassandra just went down. Alright, we're good. Sorry, Cassandra. Let's go ahead and heal up. That's good. See, I think... Hold on. It's probably just a shard, right? Yeah, it's just a shard. We'll pick it up while we're here. But I think if we defeat the Templars here, things kind of calm down in the area a bit. Fortunately. Oh, come on, Solus, get in there. To see who's who. Alright, well, they're just gonna get it. They need it most anyways. Missed that. He's already dead. This Templar's actually messing us up. There's a red lyrium vein here. Pretty sure Varric's gonna have us do a quest where we have to, like, destroy a bunch of them. I hope this clears some of the Templars out of the area, but now I'm not so sure. Oh wait, hold on, what? We just read that. Is this not the Templar? Okay, no, we gotta go... This just tells us where their base is. Well, that's kind of annoying. So, like, give us, like, a... quest, then? Oh, yeah, we gotta go talk to him. Locate the Templar encampment along the western road. Might actually be this area up here. And I really don't want to have to fight everybody. Can't wait to get Cassandra a better sword. And shield for that matter. Actually, you know what? We will play as Sarah right now since she's invisible. So is this their encampment? I ain't too sure. Okay, we got a flank. Okay, they shield bashed. No, we never gave her potions. Not great. Alright. We gotta make sure she gets some regeneration potions. I thought I gave her some.
You're smirking again, like in that fight before. What's so funny?
The simplest spell had you white as a sheet. I've shrugged off worse in practice.
Well, sorry I'm scared of the stuff I've been warned about my whole life, like most people who aren't seekers.
I apologize. I can tell you if you're willing.
No.
No, shit.
Things
Whoops.
to do. You
I can do.
God damn it. Kinda fucking this up. Alright. Yeah, so their encampment's up here. I doubt that's as good as whatever Solus has right now.
The Templars have secured a position ahead.
He's already dead. I really do need to start being Solus at the start of each of our fights. I don't know. I want to play our dude. Hold on, Sarah's kind of glitched out, I think. Not bad, not bad. Might not be such a bad idea to give that ring to Sarah, the critical damage one. Ah, shoot, we're running low on heals. What are they doing? Come on, guys. Alright, we did it.
Safer on the King's Road now.
We must still deal with the apostates, however.
Yup. Right, here we go. So we give this to Cassandra. Yeah, it's way better than whatever she had. Yeah, she still had her basic sword. I do like how it's called Swedish Fingers. Completely impractical. This weapon, this game definitely suffers from fantasy weapons and armor, but what are you gonna do? I said that a few episodes ago. Alright. Ring of critical damage. Do rogues stagger more likely than warriors? I feel like there is like a high stagger chance from twin blade builds for some reason. Also, what do we want to give her? Yeah. Sneak attack probably. For now. This is a really good passive if I remember correctly. And I think I like splitting blades. So again, I'm really gonna have to like look up some builds again. Oh, everybody else needs to level up as well. Solus, we really need to get you Chaotic Focus. So with Chaotic Focus, essentially, when he's barriered up, and I'm giving this to all my mages, like I'm going to give this to Vivian and Dorian as well. But once he has a barrier on, if we use Immolate, and then eventually Fire Mine will be the big one, which will be the next thing we take, he'll basically just like deal a whole bunch of damage, which reminds me, I think we want to take Emulate off now. So we only want him doing it when he has a barrier up, otherwise he should be freezing and using Chain Lightning. Oh, and we still need Cassandra to be leveled up. And I don't know what to give her at this point. Do we want to give her Turn of the Blade? Turn the Blade? All damage coming to the front? Yeah, no, we definitely want to give her that. Turn the Bolt will be good too. And then after that, we'll start getting her the same passives we're giving ourselves, basically. So we'll both be real tanky. She should be more tanky than me. Which reminds me, I don't know if I've ever thought about this, but would it be terrible to actually give myself these passives as well? I mean, you still have the perk, just because I don't have a sword and a shield. Something to consider, I suppose. Still figure I'll probably go with the Chevalier, whatever that specialization that Blackwall gets. But I don't know, maybe I'll go Templar instead. I don't know. The Reaver, Ravenger, whatever it's called, is kind of, I think, the best one, but I did that with my last playthrough. It also would definitely fit with us sort of trying to cosplay Major Armstrong, because that's basically the closest you can come to an unarmed build. Because basically when you start using that attack, it's for some reason you put your weapon away and you're just like, I don't know, these like fantasy dragon looking claws start coming out. It's almost like you're a mage at that point. It's kind of weird. Doesn't really make sense, but what you gonna do? Okay, I want to go up over here to see if the mage's stronghold is this way. Because I can't imagine anywhere else the mages would be. Speaking of... Oh, don't stand to that. Yeah, we really... It's easier to kill the mages first and then deal with their sellswords. And they gotta be in here, right? This has gotta be their little spot. Or at least we'll learn where they're at from here. Oh wait, hold on, that might be good for Sarah. Masterwork Stiletto. That's gotta be better than whatever. Yeah. 139. Yeah. Looks cool. Alright, cool. So... at least it tells us. Also, I really like how that looks. The trees being dead and bending around the cave entrance. Let's actually just send Sarah in first. Actually, let's get Solus to freeze them. Oh wait, immunity to frozen, never mind. Alright, Solus, I lied. You go ahead. Do this. And then... oh, you're out of range. Okay, cancel. Okay. And now... No, Solus. Oh, you're still out of range. Unfortunately... Okay, this will work. Yeah, so it should do extra damage, basically. Kill this mage as quickly as possible. Oh, she walked right in the mine. How are we looking on heals? When I finally do start getting back into, like, the flow state of the combat in this game, because I'm still not quite there. Okay, I guess that's how you get decorative gems. We'll, like, make it to where they don't heal themselves up. Maybe, is that how I used to do it? I can't remember. I used to, like, really micromanage their heals so they don't, like, use them. I prefer them to use a regeneration potion. I'm gonna have to, like, go through all their tactics again and stuff like that. Alright. I want to see what's in this side cave before we go over there. This might be the way to Redcliffe, actually, so let's head back. And when we discover Redcliffe, you can fast travel there, right? I'm sure you can. Alright, Cassandra, you go ahead and actually take this real quick. Yeah, hold on. Everybody, Solus, you do... I don't think we're gonna get to Sarah, but that's okay. Do this, and then this, and then we're gonna control Sarah. Alright, and then we'll get off Sarah. Alright, good. And then Solus, it's actually a good thing you got an ice staff. There we go, see, that's the combo. That's why I make every mage go through the, the pyromancy tree, and it's even better with fire mine. At a certain point, it's really like your biggest damage dealer. It's like you're dropping a fucking bomb on them. Alright, everybody get on up there. Okay, good. Don't get in that. Let's see. I feel like one of these guys is actually a named character, but maybe not. And then there's the other reason. So that little emblem right there in the right means I can cast a spell without it getting put on cooldown. So you want to do that with Chain Lightning, I find. And it depends. Okay, Sarah just fell, but it's gonna be okay. Alright, unfortunately, we need to get them covered more than dealing damage. Alright, let's go ahead and... That was lunge and slash, actually. I was gonna say, what's going on here? Okay.
King's Road should be safer, at least for the time being.
Ah, Sarah, I really wish we had given you those regeneration potions. Oh, That should be better than whatever Solus has for now, because we still haven't crafted him up one. 44, it's actually worse, but maybe there's some benefit. Yeah, the +5 magic and +2 willpower definitely makes the 1 DPS less worth it. Can't wait till I get everybody just completely kitted out. It won't even be like end game gear because we'll need like silverite and stuff like that. But man, we need so much more resources in general right now in order to just give all of our warriors the Griffin set armor, because I think it's the best thing we can make. There's Onyx up here. And then all of our mages, the best robes we can get them. It's gonna take a while. And then like super like end game, you know, we'll get even better resources like dragon scales and shit like that. Silverite, I think, is like the best metal, if I recall. Also, we gotta... It seems like the apostates drop the decorative gems. Okay, that's... It's a ring that we're given to Cassandra, I think, right? A block and slash ring. No. What's block and slash? Is that... Okay, that's something that we might wear later. Is that enough decorative gems? I don't think so. But I guess we gotta kill more apostates, because they seem to be the ones dropping those. Alright, I think this heads to Redcliffe, so let's just go there. Ah, Redcliffe. That level in Dragon Age Origins gave me such a hard time. I kept giving up on Dragon Age Origins because it's kind of hard, especially in the beginning. I'm glad I finally, like, I don't know, like, owned a copy of it for forever. I'd pick it up, I'd start the game, be like, You know, I kept trying to make, like, a battle mage, which just... Because there's no, like, weapon restrictions. Any role can use any weapon, but it just wasn't working. No, what's up? Are you an Inquisition soldier? You know, I really should maybe not do this until I return to camp, but we're so close. I'm just gonna try. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's all group up here for a second. Boom. Drink this, Cassandra. Okay. I was a little concerned there. Sarah's hurt.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
We need to find out what caused whatever this is.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Alright, she must just be like a Redcliffe guard.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one. Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona.
Oh, that's right.
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly.
Oh, son of a bitch.
With the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
I forgot about all that. Yeah, I forgot that the Fiona that we saw in Val Royal wasn't actually her. Are these our soldiers? I have no idea. I don't think these are our soldiers. Maybe they are. I mean, what's the Arl doing? Ah, yes, this tower. If I remember, you had to, like, go through this tower in order to actually get into the castle.
A great deal. I am impressed you remain standing.
That's where the windmill once overlooked Redcliffe Village. It was destroyed in the last days of the Blight when the Darkspawn attacked the area and was never repaired. Alright, let's do some jumpy jumps. Might be easier to do as Sarah, actually, just because she doesn't have this giant sword on her back. Kind of blocking my view. Alright, an aggressive bow. But yeah, in Dragon Age Origins, I ended up beating it just as a sword and shield warrior. I kept trying to do it as a mage, and it was just way too hard in the beginning. He's just so damn squishy. Being said, the builds were a lot more in-depth in Dragon Age Origins than they are here. You could really do... Do we need deft hands for this? Yeah, we do. You could really basically do whatever you wanted. And a, like, true battle mage was possible, but...
Grey Warden Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this very village.
This is true.
He once begged me to make him toy soldiers rules all of Ferelden.
Yep.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen.
That's right, we can do that.
Spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Yeah, we gotta go do that. Forgot about that. There's nowhere for us to rest here, is there?
Grandmother, I think we should go. Go? In the middle of They're not precisely Redcliffe from the Deathwalk rabbit in the sheer burrow when it hears the Inquisition.
Deft hands and fine tools. Bummer. Let's see what this side quest is.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Save yourself and all the villagers will remember is that you hid, even though they did the same. If you help the refugees, they may not love you, but they will hold their tongues before calling you knife-eared.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Nice. She doesn't count as an agent. There is somebody here that we can recruit if you do it right. Let's head on down to this other... is this the right way? Should be the right way. I think it's this... Well, I don't know if it's this side quest, but... Widower...
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What word is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablstones. Thank you.
The way he's dressed, I was wondering if he was Dalish, but no. Alright, I'm gonna sell off all my crap to this guy. Actually, what does he have? Just a bunch of schematics. Yeah, we don't need that. Alright, let's just sell off basically everything. I don't know, some of those shields might have been better for Cassandra, but I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, we were supposed to give that. Okay, we can buy that back though, can't we? What? Hold on. Yeah, buy back. We needed this. This is actually better than that, but it's for level 9, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay, back to selling off the crap that we don't need, though. We're going to keep holding on to these for now, but... And then we need to hold on to that, I think. Definitely want to hold on to all of that. Alright, cool. We might want to head up the Black Emporium again when we get a second. Let's see here. Solus. Go ahead and wear that. Okay, so Sarah can bust in here.
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil.
Every skull was... No, done thinking about it. Done.
I had wondered what had become of them when the maids rebelled. What a tragic waste.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
That's really creepy, and I don't ever remember discovering this before. Oof. I wonder what it is about the tranquil skulls that allow Who the hell's doing that? I'm assuming that book explained it, but... Alright, so before we go talk to Fiona...
The Inquisition dealt with the rebel Templars. Been driven away or killed.
I think we can recruit her. No. Hell yeah, look at this shit.
I'll be the first to believe.
Bro, Chacho. Believe in these moves, bro. Have you ever seen anything so smooth? Look at this shit. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'll do my best.
I hope I don't disappoint.
This is awesome.
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the Circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
I agree. I think this circles should just be schools.
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused.
I mean, that was a cool part about Dragon Age Origins, is all the different, oh, excuse me. All the different, like, opening intros to the character you created based off of race and background and, you know, class as well.
What are your feelings on the
Obviously, the mage, regardless if you're an elf or human, was always just at the circle. But it's cool that each one had its own, like, story. Alright, goodbye.
leave you to your duties?
Dude, these moves are so smooth. Anyways. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, enough of that. Yeah. I did go through and do all of them. Honestly, the dwarf, both dwarf starts are actually pretty good. Whether you're like a common dwarf or a noble dwarf. Sister Tanner, you're the one I can recruit.
Are you a Chantry sister?
Hello, Sister Omi. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it.
Okay, I don't know where you came from, but that was creepy.
Especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help.
Okay, I don't remember what I gotta do. But you can recruit her somehow. So I have to look that back up. It's a nice view. Anyways. Well, let's go talk to Grand Chanter Fiona. We're almost out of time, so hopefully it doesn't get cut short. And then we'll end this video here. Throw a coin down the well? Nope. Hopefully this cutscene isn't too long.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke to me in Valrio a few days ago.
Exactly like me? I suppose it could be magic at work, but why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here? The situation has changed.
Yep, you sold your souls to the Tevinter.
Pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Terrible idea.
Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indenture to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
An alliance with Tevinter is a terrible mistake.
All hope of peace died with Justinian. This bargain with Tevinter would not have been my first choice, but we had no choice.
I mean, seriously, being a Tevinter slave is worse than being in the Circle. Nah, fuck you, guy.
My friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Oh, that's right, he's in charge of Redcliffe now.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
His story is kind of tragic, though.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable man.
Alright, we only got 3 more minutes left before this recording is already too long.
You sent for a scribe, please. Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends.
Hello, Felix.
I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be.
Felix. My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Yep. Good job, Felix.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Alright, just in time. So I guess we'll end this off here. Hold on, we will... It's worth investigating.
We need to figure out what's going on here.
That's right, we get to meet Doran now. Dorian. Anyways, we gotta end this one here, so like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling like eating some member berries and going on a nostalgia trip with me. And peace.